how's it going? I'm Casey Martin from Wine Country Pens, and today I'm going to make a quick video showing you guys how I make my wine barrel stave pens. So I'm not going to go through the whole boring process of showing you all how I cut the stave, how I drill it and glue in the pens and all of that, but I will show the whole turning process, my finishing process, and also the assembly of the pen. So if you stay tuned, you'll get to see how I take a wine barrel stave like this and turn it into a nice cool looking pen like this. So stay tuned and it should be fun. Alright everyone, so as you can see I have the blanks now on the pen mandrel. It is ready to start. I have it marked so the grain matches up. You can see the stain, and as you can see there's not that much of the wine stain that actually goes into the wood, so the trick of this all is to keep the wine stain in the final product. So let's get to it. So as you can see, this one is almost trued up, this one almost as well. Still need to take a little more off this one. It'll get trued up in a second, but almost done. So these are about done with the whole turning process. Hopefully you guys can kind of see well. They still need to be touched up a little bit more because, yeah, hopefully that's focused and you guys can see well, but they still need to get touched up a little bit more, make them a little perfectly, you know, identical as much as possible. They won't be absolutely perfect, but we can try a little bit more and then it will be sanding and finishing. Alright, so now we can get to sanding. What I like to do is I start off with 220 and then I go to 320 and then I go to 400 and 600, and then after that I go to 800 all the way up to 12,000 actually before I apply my abrasive wax. That's a finish, very fine abrasive, and then I apply the final wax finish, and so I'll go through that right now. I might speed it up a little bit because it's you know, a little bit of a boring process, but okay, so that's just been finished with 600 and it's already feeling a lot smoother. Now it's time to get it super smooth. Alright, so now I apply the first wax finish. It's not really a finish as much as a pre-coat. It basically is an abrasive wax that you then wipe off when you're done. But it's called EE Ultra Wax, or Triple E Ultra Wax if anyone's interested. And what's good too is just put a little bit on before it's going. So as you can see, the grain's really starting to pop. You can see the stain a little bit more, hopefully. I'll get a close-up during the assembly process and everything, but I thought I might as well show you guys the whole process. Alright, so now is the final finish, and I do a few coats of this. This is it's called Shallow Wax. Liquid Shallow Wax. They make a cream as well. It's made by the same company that makes the Ultra Wax that I just used, so they go together very well. And it's the same thing where I like to apply a little bit before I apply it with the lathe going. That way you just don't have wax spraying everywhere. And trust me, I've done that many times. So what's nice about this finish is it dries almost instantly. Granted, as long as you're giving it a thin coat, which is recommended. Almost like any finish, it's better to give a lot of light coats than a couple heavy coats. So almost done. Alright, so it's pretty much done at this moment. You know, like I said, the finish does dry very quickly, but just to be safe, I usually do keep it on the lathe for a minute or two, just to be safe so I don't mess it up when I take it off. And then sometimes, if I'm in a rush, I'll just leave the lathe running on the slowest speed just for a minute. So That's what I'm going to do now. I'll see you at the assembly table. Alright everyone, so the pen is ready to be assembled. I have all of my parts ready, and it's pretty easy going with this pen press. They're all friction fit, so just make sure that I'm not putting them in. This is the hardest one, believe it or not, this part, just because it's longer. Alright, so now that we have that in, double check that the ballpoint comes out as far. Slip on this guy. Slip this guy on. Make sure the grain stays oriented. There you have it. Alright everybody, well that is it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really enjoyed making it for you and making this pen, showing you guys all how I do it. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can email me at casey@winecountrypens.com. winecountrypens.com is my website. If anybody's interested in buying any of these pens or seeing what I'm up to, check that out. Also, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in watching any more of my videos. I plan on making a lot of more videos, so thanks for watching everyone. Have a great day or night.